Hello everyone, welcome back. I just played the intro for you. The guitar that has been looped is back there, and I play the rest of the on the bass. Welcome. I show you what we'll be doing. We're taking the Cirrus from Poznań to Wrocław. I saw that Poland is going pretty strong today, so we'll hop on VATSIM and do the IFR flight there. So let me put down the bass and we'll go back to planning. I think the controller will be there for the next 2 hours at least. So we should be able to complete one flight with the full coverage. That's gonna be great. Also, this old tower behind, I've been here in real life in my flight school. It's a pretty cool place. So let's get to it. Alright, I changed my setup a bit, so there may or may not be a few misclicks, but we'll see about that. Alright, so that's what we are doing. Poland's going pretty strong today, as you can tell, and maybe this looks a bit more representative since the approach vectors are better depicted here. And we're going from Echo Papa Papa Oscar to Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo, and there's 2 tower controllers and the approach, so that's looking great. Actually different people all over. Right, fantastic. So I already logged into VATSIM, and as you can see there's a ton of controls around, and we need to get that flight plan going. For that, I think it's time to kill the music and get the regular music. So guitar goes off and music goes on. Dead Zombie, hello, great to see you again, welcome. I'll brief you what we're doing again. So Poland is going strong today, so we'll be going from Echo Papa Papa Oscar to Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo. And we are standing here in Poznań in front of the old tower. The real tower is on the other end of the airport, I'll show you later. So I switched the music, I need to turn off the guitar stuff, so I'll be back in a second. There we go. I'll also mute the sim so I don't forget this later. And I've got the Red Bull, just like yesterday, to give me wings. I hope it's gonna work. I've been doing that zombie. I haven't been here in a while, so I hope you have been doing great over the summer. Here comes the Red Bull. Alright. If I remember the flight, it shouldn't be that difficult. Also, there have been a few changes in Poland that I'm not super familiar with. So, to give you an idea, the airspace is now class Delta. It used to be class Charlie, so that's new to me. And we've got so many of the server spaces here. So what you're seeing... Oh my. Some of those are low-level military routes. Actually, maybe not. Oh, pilot, welcome. The freezer is here. I've got the, well, frozen Red Bull as well. How are you doing? Been doing good. Good to hear. So I'll try to declutter this. Dead Zombie with the sub, 6 months. Thank you. Great to see you again. I am super glad you're enjoying the content and always hanging out and flying along. That's so nice. I love it. The clutter here is just ridiculous. So let me try to fix that. We can go here to settings and we can go to the airspaces. I don't think we care all too much about those. Right, flight information region, upper information region. I think we can get this off as well. The restricted airspace, I would like to keep the prohibited areas like this one here and this one here. But we can only get all of those on or off. So let's get them all off. It's gonna be fine. since we are flying IFR, is the controller who's responsible for keeping us out of their spaces. So for my information, I just want to know wherever we are in the CTR or the TMA. Right, so far so good. I have everything works on stream. And the birds. Birds go off. They did. Perfect. So we go to the new flight here, and we go from Echo Papa Oscar. Rika, welcome back. Great to see you. How are you doing? You are taking a Cirrus again, but this time we are in Europe, flying from Poznan to Wrocław. Gonna be great. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll run in some sort of trouble along the way. SF22, it's actually... Oh. SF is the Vision Jet, but it's SF50. And we are in the SR22, unless I made a typo somewhere. No, I didn't, I hope. That's also what I'm logged in on VATSIM.
Hello there.
Hello there. Thank you. I blurb. So that's roughly 80 miles, that's not so bad, and basically the routing will be most likely via Xidna, because at least the last time I checked we had a departure that was going to Xidna and arrival from Xidna. So that's gonna be super easy. Marlon doesn't stream till an hour, so came over here. Good stuff. I didn't know Marlon's streaming today. I can't keep up with everyone's schedule since everyone changes times all the time. It is a bit of a struggle. So pilot redeeming the first. Thank you. So if we look here at the weather. Thank you for the horn, I like it. Is there a bit easier way to see that? Not really.
Wow.
Actually, you know what? We'll go to the tab. I will use my favorites. Favorite one, as long as it works. Hey, what's up with you? Here we go. Oh my, that was a long loading time. J planes can do IFR, of course, as long as they are certified. So any plane can be IFR certified, or it can have a note VFR only, so it really depends on the plane. No, many can do IFR. Even the Cessna 172 is most of the time IFR certified. So as long as it has the equipment to meet all the rules and the producer has certified it, it is IFR certified. There we go. As is as that. So here we go. Here's our weather. I will paste the link for you in the chat, so if you open that, you will get exactly the same view. And we are wind 300 at 8, 10 kilometers or more, scattered 040, 21 degrees, 12 dew point, QNH 1024, looking good. Which means if we look here at the 80s, it's probably gonna be runway 28. It is runway 28. So what does it say? Expect my arrivals, runway 28, transfer 0, blah blah. Pretty much it. And what does Wrocław say? Departure runway 29er, expect uniform arrivals, ILS approach runway 29er. Okay. So I can plan for that. The runway 28 for departure. The Xidna 1 Bravo, that's where we want to go. But there's a good chance we'll get a shortcut here. Or maybe even on the departure like we'll get direct. Maybe in Xidna, who knows, we'll see about that. So I need to be ready for that. And then arrival, runway 29er. And Xeno 1 uniform, since they said to expect 1 uniform, and that's the uniform one. Perfect. So I think, no, I don't know. Oh, they're all uniforms. So I think the uniforms are simply for runway 29er. That's most likely the case here. Rika, if you have any questions, shoot. I'm very happy to answer to the best of my abilities. And we do expect LS runway 29er via Whiskey Romeo 704, which is the one coming from Xidna. So that looks a-okay. And as alternate, we'll put Poznań. It's not that far away. So our route, let's see here. That's still showing us 80 miles here. Cruising altitude. Alright, let's have a look at this departure. Right, it says flight level 130. Flight level 100. We don't want to go that high. So the plane I flew this in real life cannot even go that high. So we need to stay lower, and then what happens is, since we are going, well, at least in real life, so there are the TMAs connecting those two, but they are starting at flight level 095. What happens in real life, you just go to information, flight information service, and talk to them instead of the approach controllers. Free Armadillo, welcome. Hello, great to see you. I am back. Streaming the GA, the IFR today, and Sinechos looks absolutely lovely. Right, so that's the plan. We are going east to the east-ish, so we'll need to choose out flight level. I think we can go with flight level 90. You're a part of 10 minutes to landings community. Yes, I am. I have been a modder. Now I gave my sword to the other people since I didn't have much time to be around there. But yes, I've been there many times. Now you know. I'll just put that here so I remember, but that doesn't really matter here. So we are ready to do the flight plan. Now the doubt I'm having is, do we need to put the Seed and Star? I think we'll put them. I think VATSIM likes that. Don't fully remember how we are supposed to put that in real life. I saw on the voice channel there yesterday. Yeah, I was watching Ten trying to land there. It's been a bit of a struggle for him. Right, so let's go one by one. IFR. Echo Papa Oscar. We're going to Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo. Alternate Echo Papa Oscar. Departure time, I think it's gonna take good 20 minutes from now. So, time being, I have the UTC time here on my watch. So it's now 13:20, so we'll say 14:40. No, 13:40. Let's give it 45, so I have more time to do everything in the plane. The cruise speed, let's say 160 knots through airspeed at 9,000 feet. So now 160, we are doing 90 miles. So half an hour would be 80 knots. Sorry, 80 miles. So let's guesstimate 45 minutes. In real plane, I would calculate this more reliably. Here I'm just doing the guesstimate. Fuel available, so we need to go there, go back. 1 missed approach and 45 minutes plus 5%, blah blah. So we'll put 4 hours and just get the full tanks in sim. Oh no, we are not seeing anywhere. Sorry. Anything. Oh no, oh no. So, I've been talking and have been seeing that. So here's what I have selected. Let me show that again. From Echo Papa Oscar, runway 28, Signal 1, Bravo, departure. And Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo, runway 29er, Signal 1 uniform arrival, LS runway 29er. That's the route we are taking. So there's basically no route, just departure and arrival. And we'll be ducking under this EMA here, so we'll get out of it since it's starting at flight level 9 or 5. And we don't want to go that high. And I am doing the flight plan. So IFR, Echo Papa Oscar, Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo, alternate, Echo Papa Oscar, departure time 13:45, which is 25 minutes from now, so we should be able to do that. I'm en route 45 minutes. My guesstimate, fuel available 4 hours, cruise speed 160, cruise altitude 9000. We are /golf, so I checked that yesterday, but we can have a look again. I used the cheat sheet here from VATSIM Romania, that's the best one I found for the FAA codes. And we are no RVSM, no reduced vertical separation minimum. We have GN and SS and transponder mode Charlie, so that's /golf. Okay, now the routing. So I think I can just copy that. Yeah, perfect. So Xeno 1 Bravo, Xeno 1 Uniform. Easy peasy. Well, at least for now, we'll see about the flight. And file that. After I file, I'll just open this up again. Just go through this again. Double check if everything is right. Oh, there's the UTC time here, so I don't need to look at my clock. 1322, IFR, EPO, EPWR, EPPO, 1345, 045, 400, 169,000, /golf, Xeno 1 Bravo, Xeno 1 uniform, no remarks, and receive. So that is great. Right, we have the 80s, we have the tower, and we have the north approach. There's the north sector, so we can get prepared for that in the plane. Alright, so it's time to jump into the plane. Who's there doing the noises? Oh, I see. There's someone texting here, so that's what's going on. In the bus livery, at least that's what the FSLTL I think loaded. Looks amazing. Buzz is Ryanair subsidiary based in Poland. I'll turn on the nameplate so I can see who's from VATSIM, who's not from VATSIM. So this guy is on VATSIM only, not multiplayer. Perfect. Oh, there's another bus there. Looks amazing. I've been in this place watching them taxi in front of me many times. Right. We can get inside. I need to be careful about the battery, so I need to be fast enough to do everything we need. Now, battery 1 on, battery 2 on. Get those lights off and instrument lights to max. Now, one concern I'm having about the Cirrus here is that the COM1 is not loading in unless you turn on the avionics. I think it's supposed to load. Normally the COM1 and NAV1 are coming from this unit and COM2 and NAV2 are coming from this unit. So that is a bit odd here. So we need the avionics going, which drains more power, which is not great. And nav lights on, of course. In the meantime, I will load the fuel since I wanted to have full tanks. 100%, all the fuel we can get. Perfect. Right, this guy is loaded in and we can now check deities. So looking here, Echo Papa Oscar 80s 1247. So we'll go to that on COM2. So let's switch to COM2. 1247. That's a lot of scrolling. I will never get used to that. Aha, I know the problem. So we need to turn on COM2 for receiving. Nope. It's not receiving there. Alright, so we'll just read that. And we'll select 1228, so we have that handy. Right. I think I can just double click on that. Amazing. So we got that. But I do like to write this down in my format. So we have information golf. Expect Mike arrivals, LS approach runway 28, departures runway 28, transition level 80. Right, so that's golf. Runway 28. Transition level 80. Actually, we won't need that on the departure, but let's take a note of that. Wind 300 at 8. So I just take the notes as I would write them on my knee pad with pen and paper. Ta-da! Visibility 10 or more, so I'll write 10 plus. Scattered 4000. Temperature 21, viewpoint 12. And last but not least, QNH1024. Q1024. It's a good practice to actually try and take those notes on paper. It takes some practice. 1 airborne, contact departure 128925. One to 895. Right. It's not super unusual, but it's easy to forget, so we'll set that up already. 1 to 8. Nine to 5. Right, I'll dial in tower as well.
Project 5019 report requested level. Project 5019 requested level.
Alright, and the tower for us is where is the tower? Do you fly the Cirrus in real life? No, I have been flying Tecnam, so I was flying Tecnam E2016. And so that's the twin, which is in the sim as well, and P2002JF, which is a single. So these are the ones I have been flying within the last 10 years. I also been flying Cessna 150 and a ton of gliders. Where is the tower? Where is the tower? Here it is, 119 or 975. Nice. Yep. Pretty cool aircraft for training since they're cheap and do the job. And recommend. 119 or 975. Okay. 119 or 9975, that's the tower where we'll get the clearance. I wanna get my pilot's license, but I don't have 140 grand. Doesn't cut that much, plus you can do this in chunks, you don't need to do everything at once. And probably the cheapest way, if you really want to try, is to do ultralight training or LSA or LAPL, depending if you are in Europe. So these are probably the easiest ones to actually get flying. Plus, there's nothing stopping you just doing the theory and doing the practical training and still get some experience. So I can totally recommend just doing the theory. The only problem is that you need to pass the medical. Probably just gonna do it through Air Force. Yeah, fingers crossed, but I know it's a test process and it's easy to get off that, so don't worry if it doesn't go through. I'm training in the sim, yep. It's just the real life training is much more structured. We have the low volts warning already, which is bad, so we need to talk fast. Hope I'll get this working. So we can request startup first. Right, we should be at stand 2, that's what I loaded in the sim. Okay, stand 2, so that's where we are. So we'll request startup first and then get the clearance. +9 Tower, Sierra Papa Uniform Lima Charlie, hello, radio check.
Sierra Papa Uniform Lima Charlie, +9 Tower, witam, Radio 5.
+9 Tower, Sierra Papa Uniform Lima Charlie, stands to request startup.
Sierra Lima Charlie, startup approved, 1024.
Sierra approved, QNH 1024, Sierra Papa Uniform Lima Charlie. Alright, so we...
And Sierra Lima Charlie, I have coordinated your clearance, so if you are ready, I will pass this message for you.
We'll call you when ready after startup, Sierra Lima Charlie.
Roger.
Perfect. So my priority now is to get this engine running. So that's why I said that. Alright, mixture rich, prime it. Just cycle the parking brake. Throttle idle, mixture forward. Chewy Nuts is here, welcome, welcome. We're just starting up the plane and here's your shout out. Here's the engine runnings, alternators on. I should have had the strobe on for startup and off. Legend is back, yeah, great to see everyone. Summer is over, so I can finally breathe and think, and we're on VATSIM in Poland because they're going strong today. Right, so now we are ready to copy clearance. And QNH 1024, let's set this up first so I don't forget. Need to go to PFD options, alt units, HPA, perfect. Back, and borrow 104, perfect. Good to see you, Chewy. Right, so now we are ready to copy clearance. Ready to copy clearance, information Golf, Sierra Papa Uniform Lima Charlie.
Sierra Lima Charlie, Golf is correct. You are cleared for IFR flight in TMA of Poznań. After departure runway 28, after departure maintain runway heading. After crossing 2000 feet, proceed left direct Ksidna. Initially climb 6000 feet, squawk 1000.
Cleared for IFR flight in TMA. Poznan, departure runway 28, runway heading after crossing 2000, left direct Xidna, initial climb 6000, squawk 1000, Sierra Lima Charlie.
Sierra Lima Charlie, read back, correct, thanks.
Perfect, now we need to set all this up, so that's my notes in a shortened format, something I can keep up with and still be able to read. As you can tell, it's not super easy to do that. And well, practice makes perfect. Just when you need to come up with some abbreviation on the fly, that's when you run in trouble. Right, so departure runway 28. Oh, we need to enter the flight plan first. So initial 6000 and squawk 1000. So that's what I need to put in. So I'm setting the altitude first, 6000. Cirrus man reminds me of the aerial one saw at the expo. Yeah, it's a sweet beast, but it's huge. So 6000 is set, and now transponder. Code 1000. We'll keep it in standby for the time being, and we need to put in the flight plan, so let's do that first.
Tower, Sierra Papa to let's say Mike, establish on final track and V28.
We're going from... What chart is that? What do you mean? Which one? Oh, sorry, the chart is up. This is, well, this Navigraph. Sorry for covering everything with the chart, but this is just the parking spots. We are here at stand 2, and here's the route we will be doing. So that's easy peasy. And now thing you haven't been seeing, because I covered everything, I dialed in 6000 for the altitude, and I chose the transponder standby and code 1000. So now entering the route, origin, Echo Papa Papa Oscar, the runway. It's actually pretty cool to select the runways here. I super like that. I started doing this yesterday and it's amazing. En route, going to be Xidna. Take him up from the J ramp. Yeah, that's the ramp I've been flying in real life actually. So let me show you. The flight school is in this building and our aircrafts do stand here. No, I haven't tried the JoinFS, but I've seen a long time ago, so I probably should get this running as well. I checked this out briefly in the past, but yeah, I think it's a good idea to get this going as well. I totally do agree. Anyway, we are on VATSIM today, so anyone can fly anyway. And to give you a look around here, so that's the actual tower here in the back, where the controllers are sitting. And here's the J ramp, so there's a lot of aircraft here. And here's the building where the flight school is. And this is the old tower, that's not the real tower now. And the actual terminal is over there. And there's someone else flying along. Good stuff. So I had to get the engine running because we got the low volts warning, so I want to start the engine first. Now I'm doing everything else. Been trying to get it working, it's no longer being developed. Oh, by the OG Peter, apparently they're working on V4, so we'll see how well it works. Good to know, good to know. I super like the idea, it really makes a lot of sense. I could have selected the runway here. Actually, yeah, I'll select it straight away. Garmin is great, and once I get the hang of it, most of the G planes are easy peasy then. Sort of. Right, CDI, I'll switch to GPS, so we have that going. And one thing I always like to do is to get the runway heading, which is 283. So I want this on my heading back. It's Scroll, scroll, scroll. 2 hours later, there's 283, so we'll be able to verify that. Also, we can check we're showing north-ish now, and we're north-ish here, so that's a-okay. Right, so that's done. Now the procedures. I want to select the departure. We'll select the arrival later. Oh my, there's quite a few of them. We are cleared. Let me double check. Xidna. I think I didn't write this down. You're at Xidna 1 Bravo, I believe. Xidna 1 Bravo. So we are supposed to check the sequence. So let's have a look here. It's actually important bit in the RNF procedures. So Oscar 801, 802, 803, 804, 806 Xidna. Predict that my landing rate shall minus 240. Why not? So 801, 802, 803, 804, 806 Xidna. That much stuff. You absolutely need to verify this. Enter, and we are good to go. So I can hide that. I will zoom in a bit. Right, I'll strap in, so I'll hide for a second. Right, what I've been doing is I lock the wheels of my chair so I'm not sliding around. Alright. One thing I always do is have a look at the airport diagram and anticipate what taxi we'll get. So I think we'll get Golf Alpha runway 28. So I'll be ready to copy that. Get the transponder to alt. Also in the map options okay, traffic is already on, so that's good. And we are at taxi. And last time they called us Sierra Lima Charlie. I have a very hard time remembering if we got the abbreviated or full call sign.
And to all stations, stand by for 1 minute.
Right. It's Red Bull time. Chewy, how was your flight yesterday? So we starting with the Kodiak, but I didn't have time to follow through the whole flight, so I hope it went good. Also spying on 10 on the other screen. Seems he's just going around. Great stuff. And Cirrus is really super cool for flying in the sim. It's fairly easy, not too many switches or anything as the Garmin, so I feel quite comfortable with it at this point.
Tower is available, thank you.
Tower is back. Ready to taxi, Sierra Lima Charlie.
Sierra Lima Charlie, taxi Golf Alpha, holding point 28.
Taxi Golf Alpha, holding point 28, Sierra Lima Charlie. Boom.
Sierra FA Mike, dziękuję, do usłyszenia, hej.
7 brakes, parking, brake release, landing light on. Since we don't have the actual taxi lights, we are using this one. Left side is clear, right side is clear. Let's go. So we taxi forward, get to Golf, and then follow into Alpha. I'm just adding a bit of power to get it rolling, and then I go idle. In GA, you usually, on the concrete surface, you can taxi on idle, depending on the plane, of course. Or just adding very little power. We are on Golf now. Now we're getting into Alpha. No one coming in from the left. Right side is clear. Here's the holding point. So stop here. I like to leave some room in front of me in case I need to turn into the wind or whatnot. Fuel pump on, flaps 50%, and we're ready to go.
Sierra Papa Uniform Lima, Charlie, wind 300 degrees, 10 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff after departure contact, Warszawa Radar 125.45, dziękuję.
Clear for takeoff, runway 28 after departure, 125.45, Sierra Charlie. One to 545. Okay. So that threw me off guard. We need to set this up. Alright. Add power, strobe on. Check the approach sector. Check the runway. Right, everything is cool. I totally forgot about contacting the approach after taking off. So good that we got the reminder. Here's Anna keys. Runway says 28 and our heading back is on 28. Double check here. 28 as well. Perfect. Throttle to full. Engine instruments in the green. Right, stay on the center line. Airspeed alive. Rotation. Accelerate to the VY in the shallow climb. Feet, reduce power, flaps up, landing lights off, and we can contact Warszawa Radar. Warszawa Radar, Sierra Papa Uniform Charlie, hello, passing 500, climbing 6000.
Weather 1516, stop climbing, flight level 340. Stop climb, level 3, second level. Negative, Wizard 1516, stop climb, flight level 340. Wizard 1516, stop climb, flight level 340.
Right, they're busy there. At 2000 we go direct Xidna. I'm just flying manually, not fighting with that pilot at the moment. There's 2000 and we can go direct Xidna. So I forgot the P2 hit, so let's get this on.
Kłaniam się niziutko, Ryanair 192 Quebec, Warszawa Radar Contact, set squawk 1000, cleared for the Irlun 4 Tango, arrival. So 1000 Irlun 4 Tango, arrival, Ryanair 192 Quebec.
Warszawa Control, dobry wieczór, to level climb, to level
alright, I'm now trying to
select
this, Xidna, direct, enter,
Alpine
enter.
80 X-ray, kłaniam się Warszawa, set squawk 4504. 4504, 80 X-ray.
Water Controller, good afternoon. With 2605, with you for level 370.
Wizard 2605, kłaniam się Warszawa, radar contact,
Right,
squawk
let's get the
1000.
autopilot going. So flight director,
Squawk 1000, 2605.
autopilot on,
pressing 8,
nav mode,
19,000 feet to
and vertical speed mode.
Fata 240.
Wizard 2605, turn left heading 040.
Left heading 040 with 2605.
Warszawa, good afternoon, Ryder 10 Tango Alpha, flight level 350 with you.
Ryanair 10 Tango Alpha, welcome Warszawa, radar contact, squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, Ryder 10 Tango Alpha.
Warszawa radar, Sierra Papa Informa Charlie, hello, after departure from Poznań, passing 3700, climbing 6000 inbound Xidna.
November 978 Charlie Papa, climb flight level 340, Warszawa, radar contact.
It's a bit busy. Probably cannot hear everyone he's talking to, which is a bit of a pain.
Dzięki, brace Sierra Papa Uniform Lima Charlie, Warszawa identified, climb flight level 90.
Climb flight level 90, Sierra Papa Uniform Lima Charlie.
And Uniform Lima Charlie, you are cleared for Xidna 1 Uniform, Wrocław, runway 29.
Cleared for Xidna 1 Uniform, Wrocław, runway 29, Sierra Lima Charlie. Right, so we're cleared for the arrival already.
Walker 1092, Warszawa 370.
Down in the altitude we have been cleared to.
Climb flight level 380, clear of conflict.
Cool stuff. And the controls are sounding pretty good, so can recommend flying here.
995, descent flight level 100, contact approach, frequency 121.075, bye-bye.
I will add some more power since it's dropped.
Level 100 and contacting approach 12175, British 17995.
Walker 1092, hello Warszawa, radar contact, cleared BIMPA 5 uniform, direct
And
BIMPA.
we can put in the procedure,
Uniform direct
select arrival. It's a bit easier to do this on this screen on the left, since you don't need to look on the right. Xidna 1 uniform, enter.
Nordic 1264,
Load that.
Lima, space monitor Unicom 122, decimal 8, bye-bye.
Unicom 122,
And procedure, select approach.
Eurowing 6263, when ready, descent flight level
LS29er.
150.
When ready, descent at level 150.
Via Whiskey Romeo 704. Minima Barra, and let's check this out. So for us, we are category Alpha. Where are you? Here we go, 601.
Warszawa radar, Sierra Papa Mike Tango.
Stand by, break Wizard 2605, resume of navigation, direct BIMPA.
Resume on navigation direct to BIMP with 2605.
610, because it's the next highest number.
BIMPA 5 uniform arrival.
Enter, load,
Uniform arrive with 2605.
GPS for guidance only, and we are good here.
Sierra Papa Mike Tango, VFR flight from Gdańsk to Poznań.
bit bumpy,
7
but
minutes to Quebec
we are
point.
fine.
Of Poznań, should I switch to...
So, if you liked it so far, any questions, please do let me know.
Sierra Papa Mike Tango.
This looks so nice. That zombie is there.
You have to
Great
obtain a
stuff.
clearance
Nice to have you
enter
here.
TMA Poznań. So you are clear to enter the TMA Poznań, not higher than 3,500 feet. Continue as planned. There is no traffic in the vicinity. Local QNH.
So far the controllers basically
Yankee contact.
sound like in real life, so well done.
Entry clearance.
QNH 1023, I should
Right, we can
fly no higher than
review-
3,000 feet and...
Actually, we haven't reviewed the
before
departure,
Yankee, I will contact Poznań
so
Tower, Sierra
that's
Papa
button
Mike
me.
Tango.
We can review the arrival now.
Okay.
So we start at Xidna,
Wizard 1516, monitor Unicom 1.
Whiskey Romeo 707,
Bye-bye.
below flight level 120, so we are fine
Thank you,
here.
bye-bye.
Whiskey Romeo 706, Whiskey Romeo 704, which is the initial approach fix. So here we transition to to the approach. To the WF tower 120-255, localizer 1103, final approach course 291, final approach fix with Romeo 71 at 2700.
Enter 49er Juliet Kilo saying to you,
Decision
monitoring
altitude 601, elevation 406, MSA 7 hour sectors 2400 northeast, 1300 northwest, 1300 northeast, 1800 southeast, and 4700 southwest.
Contact climb flight level 340.
One thing, we passed the transfer altitude at 6500, so we can now go QNH standard.
Bravo, Mike, ready for departure, runway 27.
I think we just need to select 1013. There's no way to select actual standard here.
Passing flight level 905.
Is the speed.
Will report passing level 905, Sierra Papa Bravo for Mike.
So I'll reduce the climb speed. I'll get the ice to on for a moment, just in case that's the problem. Alright, we are almost at 9,000, slowly accelerating, so all good here. And we've got 30 miles, which is 15 minutes to Xidna. Right, so I still have time to finish everything. Miss approach, climb straight ahead to 3000, then as directed. Alright. Transition level by ATC, which was 80 in Poznan. We need to check the 80s for that. Current DME required, possible VFR traffic in the TRA, so basically in the north area. Right, Whiskey Romeo 704 at 5000, Whiskey Romeo 703 at 4000, 702, and then 701, which is the final approach fix. So 703, 4000, 2901, 702, 701. Here's a check at 4 miles to Whiskey Romeo Oscar. So that's the ALS, I suppose. Yep, Whiskey Romeo Oscar. 1103. And then 601 feet decision altitude. Copy on the left side. And I think we know everything, so I'll keep this open for me. No! How long has the been off? Sorry for that.
Sierra Papa Bravo for Mike, passing level 95.
So I actually forgot to turn off the fuel boost, and we want to switch the fuel tank.
Level 370.
Climbing 370, Sierra Papa Bravo Alpha Mike.
Eurowing 6263, contact approach, frequency 128.8, bye-bye.
128.8, you're in 6262, thank you, bye-bye.
Right, so I just reviewed that the flight plan here matches what we have on the charts.
Climbing 240.
Lot 71, kłania się Warszawa, climb flight level 410.
410, 71.
Right, so far so good. Having a look if 10 safely arrived. Looks like this is the case. Well done, 10.
Lot 1012, kłania się Warszawa, radar contact, cleared DIMPA 5 uniform arrival.
So,
Cleared Logda 5
I think it's time to check the ATs in Wrocław since we are 6 minutes away from starting the arrival. So we can go and check the ATs. We'll just go here and I will click that. Oh, it's text format now. So Inks formation uniform, ILS runway 29er, departure 29er, transfer level 80, wind 300, variable between 270 and 340. So Chewy, that's the one as VRV in the meter that you asked about at one point. Yeah, it was here for, hang on. This part, 270 V340. Uh, 11 knots, visibility 10 or more, clouds, view 4800, temperature 22, dew point 11, QNH 1025. Rating clearance, ATC clearance, contact 1025, on airborne, contact approach 128925. End of information November. Right, QNH 1025, it transition level 80. That's what I need the most, so I'll note this down. Right. This is a sleek looking plane, but I think I saw some realism mode on flights in TO, so I may want to check this since there seems to be some problem with the performance. This plane can fly way higher, I think flight level 160 is what it can do as well, but you need to have the oxygen. There is that zombie flying behind, so that's nice. What's up with the snow here?
Hello again, this is Enter 115.
And I've been having some crazy stutters since yesterday. I'm not sure what this is about.
Radar contact. Climb flight level 260.
And we would like to change flight level 240 if possible, Enter 115.
Sierra Papa Bravo Alpha Mike, direct to SIN.
Direct to SIN, Sierra Papa Bravo Alpha Mike.
Alright, back inside. We
would like to change
are almost there.
level 240.
I wonder if we have the vertical profile, so let's have a look. We do have the vertical profile for the whole arrival.
This is Enter 1125. We would like to change to final cruise flight level 240 due to shortcut.
Roger, stay on flight
And
level
we have been
240.
cleared for the arrival,
Thank
not
you,
for
Enter
the
115.
approach, I think.
Ryanair 157 for leaving airspace, monitoring Unicorn 122 to Sonora. There we go.
Alright, I'll double check the tower. So there is in the tower 120250, so we'll proceed with that.
3947 at flight level 200 inbound non-B.
First slot 1012, descent flight level 150 and contact approach 128 decimal 8.
It's a good idea to anticipate this and have this pre-selected so you don't need to scroll.
1 slot to 1012, contact approach.
3947 Warszawa radar contact, expect ILS 28.
ILS 28 and requesting descent, lot 3947.
Slot 3947, descent flight level 100.
Descent
Right.
flight level 100.
Red was out, now we need to perform.
Warszawa radar, good day, rings 2 for Zulu, testing
It's so busy on the
160,
frequency today.
climbing
They're
280.
just fighting over the times.
One by one. First I got Eurowings 2 Echo Zulu Warszawa radar contact, climb flight level 340.
Flight level 340, you rings 2 for Zulu.
Right, I think we'll remind the controller somewhere around here with Romeo 76.
Romeo Hotel Oscar Mike is at
And we'll just call him established, maybe.
Flight level 090.
Papa Romeo
You need to think about the action plan.
Warszawa radar contact level 90. You are cleared for the...
We'll call him inbound with Romeo 704, so he knows we are ready to get the clearance for the ILS.
ILS approach runway 25 Papa Romeo Hotel Oscar Mike.
At Papa Romeo Hotel Oscar Mike, you are now leaving the controlled airspace.
Controllers should monitor us and
ATC service is
tell us when we get the clearance, but it's a good idea to
frequency, I will call you back
give them a
before
hint that
entering
we're
the
close.
next control door.
Unless there is a huge traffic and we've just been some words on the frequency that they don't really need.
Warszawa, dzień dobry, lot Kukam, flight level 310.
5 Romeo, kłaniam się Warszawa, radar contact level
I
310.
think I like this
Kukam,
layout with the
Trigon
flight
Flight
plan on the right for time being, so I see what's coming up. I also have the flight plan over here.
Kukam, Trigor,
We have the wind, so that's looking okay.
And 1125 ready for descent.
Enter 1125, stand by for decent traffic below.
Standing by.
It seems the Poland 8C is fully staffed on the weekend, at least the Sunday today.
Enter 190 to
I can
Quebec.
totally recommend
for
flying
decent
here.
Contact Warszawa, frequency
They do some
132.7.
super pro.
Contact Warszawa 132.7, Ryanair 192 Quebec, dzięki. Ciao. Enter 1125, descend now, flight level 100.
Stand for level 100, enter 115.
Alright, so we can start descending at some point. So,
Ryanair 10,
double check that.
descent.
Ryanair 10 Tango Alpha for decent contact Warszawa, frequency 132.7, bye-bye.
132.7.
So here we are supposed to be below flight level 120 and above 2700.
Alpine 80 X-ray, leaving my airspace, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Monitor Unicom 122.8, Alpine 80 X-ray, dzięki, cześć.
So let's see what the advisory tells here. I'll go to VNAV, and does it say anything? Basically, one can go down to 6,000. Right, I think the VNAV wants us at this altitude until Whiskey Romeo 707, which is 4 minutes from now, and then we'll go down.
Ryanair 9 Sierra Foxtrot, hello Warszawa, level 360, continue.
Continue climb flight level 360, about 9 Sierra Foxtrot.
I'm not sure I'm muting the sounds every now and then.
Lot 3947, expect lower in about 3-5 track miles due to airspace structure. High speed is approved.
Expecting lower.
Right, Whiskey Romeo 707 in
3947.
3.5 minutes. Synchronize the heading back. There we go. Actually, it looks a bit off when I click this. So I selected the V path. I do wonder if it will start descending at Whiskey Romeo 707, so I'll be monitoring that. There is a TOD timer in the active VNAV profile. I see. 5 minutes. Full south. Thank you. So I have actually never used this auto much, in Garmin at least. That's still a bit of a mystery to me. What I'm used to in real life, just managing this myself mentally, which is what you're supposed to be able to do anyway, so it's easier to practice this in a real plane, managing this in your head, and then use the automation later, once you know what you want to do. And has the flight path angle pre-selected. I see, that makes a lot of sense. Right, so I would maybe keep this 9000 for the time being. And only when we are ready to descend, I will change it. So we actually have here what we are following. So this makes more sense. Thanks for the hint, zombie. I do appreciate it.
Walker 10902 approaching top distance.
Walker 10902, stand by for
and there we are.
30 seconds, there is traffic below.
Stand by distance.
Hello, Leipzig 2584, flight level 350.
Flying IFR is so much easier in a sense than the VFRs. A lot of the responsibility goes to the controller and you don't need to follow everything as closely. Just getting that proper training to be able to do that is a bit of a pain, but definitely pays off in the long term.
10902, descent flight level 150.
150, Walker 10902. Ready for descent, lot 5 Romeo.
Lot 5 Romeo, descent flight level 120.
Descent flight level 120, lot 5 Romeo.
Papa Romeo, Hotel Oscar Mike, you are clear to enter TMA Kraków airspace,
selected the correct QNH here. Do that.
Local QNH 1022.
We can switch to the right tank.
Clear to enter, not higher than
oh, we are on the right
flight
tank.
level 90, QNH 1022, Papa Oscar Mike.
Also the keyboard's not working in the model.
525, Warszawa, dzień dobry. Inbound November India Papa Uniform Sierra, climb to final 240.
Easy 525, kłaniam się Warszawa, radar contact, climb flight level 260, clear.
Right, 3 minutes until the descent.
Hukam 3 Golf arrival, climb final 360.
Warszawa radar, Papa Romeo Hotel Oscar Mike, request descent to 7,000 feet.
Papa Romeo Hotel Oscar Mike, for descent contact Kraków approach, frequency 121.075, bye bye.
So let me double check where the approach starts. Approach starts at Whiskey Romeo 704. That's the initial approach fix. Alright, so when we call inbound 704, that's gonna be just great for the controller.
2605, we're ready for descent.
2605, descent flight level 150.
Flight level 150 with 2605.
Alright, trying to anticipate everything.
November
so
978 Charlie Papa, leaving my airspace, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye bye. Ryanair 7 Golf Foxtrot, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye bye.
128, Ryanair 7 Golf Foxtrot, dzięki za miłego.
I usually try to keep track of everything that's flying in the vicinity, but here on the radar frequency that's just too much. And I don't know where they are because they can be super far away. I still need to explore this VNAV settings here. Oh, so I can just go like that. Alright, makes sense.
Warszawa radar, kłaniam się, Wizzer 19er, Papa Foxtrot, flight level 290.
Wizzer 19er, Papa Foxtrot, kłaniam się, Warszawa, radar contact, clear Cook Country Golf arrival.
Would be super nice to be able to put up Navigraph, but not in a box, in a window, just have it like a actual tablet. Oh, there's actually this tablet that can install as extension. Maybe I should try that. That would be super nice to be able to put it somewhere here.
Frequency 121.075, bye-bye.
121.075,
Right, 16 seconds to go, so I can pre-select 6000. Now it's VPath, and we're capturing that. Great stuff. I need to keep monitoring the power, since it's changing with the altitude. In the airplane, I think there's a FADEC inside, so I don't need to touch the power lever, I guess. Right, flight level 80 is transition level, so we'll go QNH
2605, stop descent flight level 300.
1025. I will slow down maybe a bit here, so I'll go to 50%.
Last command is for Wizzer 2605.
Correct, stop descent on flight level 300.
Okay, stop descent flight level 300 to 605.
I am super focused. Maybe it doesn't look like that. Trying to keep track of everything. It's not much going on, but I like to do this the right way. Right, we are almost passing flight level 80, so I will change the QNH 1025. Boom! Right, it got the change in the vertical profile, so that's why did I? And oh, it's also selected 1025 here. Cross check, they look about the same. Reduce the power again to 5000. I think every 1000 feet I need to touch the power lever and adjust the power to what I want. And after passing with Romeo 706, I'll call the controller that we are inbound 704.
Easy 525, direct off hook. Wizzer 2605, continue descent level 150.
Right, and we can descend down to 4000, because that's...
Easy 525, direct off hook.
That's the end of the arrival and start of the approach, so I'm happy to go down there.
Only static noise.
It's actually 5000, sorry, it's 5000 here at 704.
Direct off hook, easy 525.
Thank you. Break Wizzer 2605, contact approach, frequency 128.8, bye-bye.
Approach 128 to the right, thank you for service, bye-bye 2605.
Sierra Papa Uniform Lima Charlie Warszawa.
Go ahead, Sierra Papa Uniform Lima Charlie.
Did you receive descent clearance?
We are cleared for the arrival.
It doesn't mean that you may descend on discretion. Clearance for arrival is only clearance forward. Clearance for descent or climb is other thing. For now, continue descent to altitude 4000 feet. QNH Wrocław is 1025. You are clear for the ILS approach, runway 29. Report when established, number 1.
I understood that. Here's the descent 5000, clear for ILS approach, runway 29er. Will report established. Sierra Papa Uniform Lima Charlie. So, we did run into travel, as I told you.
Leipzig 2584. When ready, descend flight level 150.
When ready, down to 150.
I will need to check the books about that, so I'm not super confident. Hey Sky Command, you're catching up as I run into travel, descending without the clearance.
Mike, monitor Unicom 122, decimal bye.
700 landing 280, inbound Narox.
Call you back, break, Sierra Papa Bravo, Alpha Mike, monitor Unicom 122.
How are you doing, Sky Command? Team in front, 10 stream, jumping everywhere. Nice to have you.
Radar contact, climb flight level 39, climb flight level 350 initially.
Copy, contact flight.
Good morning. It's good afternoon here. Good morning to you, sir. I get stressed out now. Not following the procedure.
Wizard 28 Mike, over Warsaw radar contact, cleared Kukam 3 Golf arrival.
Cleared Kukam 3 Golf arrival, Wizard 28 Mike. Warsaw radar, dzień dobry, Enter 1410, Warszawa 350.
Enter 1410, kłaniam się Warszawa. Radar contact, Squawk 1000, cleared Logda 5 uniform.
Squawk 1000, cleared Logda 5 uniform, Enter 1.
What are we doing here? That zombie is following along. We are inbound with Kerma 704. So far so good. Except for the one problem there. We'll switch to the left tank, so fuel bust on. Left tank. Wait a moment. And fuel bust off.
Approach frequency 121.075. Bye bye.
So we are flying GA in Poland today, and we are doing. Let me show you. This route from Poznań to Wrocław. Actually, it looks a bit better here on Navigraph. So that's the short route we are doing. And I'm getting ready for the approach. We'll call established. So now on turn inbound. I will keep the power at that 40%, so I still have the room to slow down. Synchronize the heading. Dinox 166, welcome. Wrocław Tower, pozdrawiam. Hey, nice to see you. Let's see how we'll do that, so we'll be with you in a second.
Squawk 1000, cleared Bimpa 5 uniform arrival.
Okay.
And cleared Bimpa 5 uniform arrival with a 399.
I'll stay on that. I think it will auto-tune. Oh, it's actually auto-tuned, so I can switch the CDI now. Yep, it worked. Perfect. Established ILS runway 29er, Sierra Papa Uniform Charlie.
Sierra Papa Uniform Lima Charlie, dziękuję. Kontakt Wrocław Tower, frequency 120.250, hej.
120.250, dzięki Dymego, Sierra Papa Uniform Charlie. There we go.
Niner Alpha Quebec, continue climb flight.
Right, just check the power and we're starting the descent now. Poznań Tower, Sierra Papa Uniform Charlie. Direction Wrocław Tower, Sierra Papa Uniform Charlie. Hello, established ILS runway 29er.
Sierra Papa Uniform Lima Charlie, good afternoon. Wrocław Tower, wind is 310 degrees and 11 knots, runway 29er, you're clear for them.
Clear to land, runway 29er, Sierra Papa Uniform Charlie. Okay, so we'll go to approach mode now. Because of the problem before, we were clear for the ILS, but I didn't start the descent. So let's connect the autopilot, and here we go. We are clear to land, so I'll go idle, landing lights on, fuel bust on. Synchronize heading, we need to dive a bit, and we need to slow down, so we're on idle. It doesn't like slowing down. It's a bit of a problem here. I'm on plane, slow down, I want the flaps. Also, I don't like the flight director, so when I'm not following it, just get it off. Expense stand for 5. Oh dear, I should have checked before. Alright, we'll check that on the taxiway. Thanks for the heads up though. It's always a problem when you don't know what to expect, so I found a way to try to pick something else and then expect that stand. Either way, we'll be fine. Right, we can see the city, we can see everything. I don't have the scenery, so we don't see the skyscraper that is somewhere around here. And you can clearly see it from the approach, but you can see the power plant and everything. Hey, looks good. Alright, we're getting below the glide slope, so I'll correct that. Speed check, flaps 50%, finally. So I'll slowly lead their speed down to the white arc and wait with the flaps for a bit later. Still feeling super nervous about flying here. Haven't flown here on VATSIM all too much, so new place gets me a bit nervous. Right, on localizer, on glide path, slightly below. And you can go down to 600, which is the minimum. So actually, maybe I'll try to dial in the autopilot, so flight director approach mode. Seems okay, so let's get this on. And we are localizer glide slope. Perfect, we are in the white arc, so that's looking great. And I can check in the stand. So that's the one for 5 here. It's on the apron for... So that's the one on the south. Alright, now I know everything. So we can do a long landing and vacate via Delta 4 or backtrack and Delta 1. I think we can just do a long rollout, so we don't turn around on the runway. Right, I'll keep this up for me. Plane got a bit faster, so I need to slow down again. Actually, we can land with flaps 1, flaps 50% that is, so we can do the long rollout. There we go. I've got the scenery for the airport, so it should be looking nice. We'll see about that. Right, still too much power. There we go. 1,000 to go. Final check. Fuel pump on. Flaps 50%. Landing lights on.
Tower, good afternoon. Ryanair 18 Charlie Golf with you. 737-800 radio check.
Ryanair 18 Charlie Golf, good afternoon, Wrocław Tower, 85.
Tower, good afternoon again. Ryanair 18 Charlie Golf, 737-800 with information Oscar on board. Stand 10 and request IFR to Treviso IFR.
Ryanair 18 Charlie Golf,
I
information
should
Oscar is
have
correct.
pre-selected the...
Destination Lima India Papa Hotel.
Right now I need more power, so I need to keep that. Should have pre-selected the Garant altitude 3000.
Clear to
Right,
Treviso,
disconnect autopilot
Lima India
and
Papa
we'll
Hotel,
continue visual here.
via runway 29 in use, via
runway
Ultil 1
inside,
kilo.
landing.
Initial time 6,000 feet and squawk 1,000 for Ryanair 18 Charlie Golf.
Ryanair 18 Charlie Golf, real back is correct, advise when ready for push and start.
Advise when ready for push and start.
Why am I striking pre-delted here? I don't know. So, the flight director off. Now we got a bit too high. Right. Come on, Sim. Don't stutter on me. We can make a long landing and we'll be vacating there to the left at the end, towards the end of the runway. That's the plan, please, for now. There's the aircraft here at the terminal. There's also the other J terminal here, which hasn't loaded up. So, something might be up with my scenery not loading correctly. Two wind sucks, wind from the right, so I'll need right aileron, left rudder. Right, I'll get it in the ground effect and only then slowly move to idle. See how well it floats over the runway. Right, I think we're in the ground effect now. Slowly moving the throttle to idle. There we go. Continue the rollout and vacate towards the end. Right, so not so fast. And this where we need to go into Delta 4. Flaps up. I'll keep the landing lights on.
Sierra Lima Charlie, welcome to Wrocław, taxi Delta Echo stand number 45.
Taxi Delta Echo stand 45, Sierra Lima Charlie. And here we go, the Garmin is derping out here, which I super don't like, so I think I'll go here to flight plan, many, and delete the flight plan. Right, Delta Echo stand 45, I will stop here, just get the fuel bust off. And here we go. So landing looks a-okay. Pretty far down the runway, but that was as planned. So we're going left into Echo. So Delta Echo stand for 5. Let me try to find out the stand now. Right, so we are coming from this way, and that's third stand. I wonder how it will look like in the scenery. We'll see about that. Right, I think I'll use this view. So our stand should be somewhere around here where the arrow ends. Okay, I think we have the taxiways for distance. So there's first one here. Second one here. And next one is the third. Very good job. Yeah. And here's our stand. Alright, it's actually lined out. There's no line, but there are dirty lights. It's a bit funny. So we did the turnaround and we'll shut down there. Also, we'll let them know that we're shutting down.
We're at Ryanair 18 Charlie Golf.
I think that's a good place to be. Parking brakes set, landing lights off.
QNH 1025, facing east.
Facing east, push start approved, QNH 1025, Ryanair 18 Charlie Golf.
Shutting down, Yankee Domega, Sierra Lima Charlie.
Yankee Domega, hey.
Okay, so we are good to shut down. P to hit off, to the avionics off, alternators off, and mixture cut off. Prop has stopped, so has the SIM. Right, it's back. Ignition off. Nav lights off and batteries off. Right, so we can get ready for next flight. Thank you for controlling Xenox. We will do next flight. So that went pretty uneventful except for the clearance. So I'm still not sure about that. So when you get the approach clearance, you can just descend. And since when you get arrival clearance, you cannot do that. So I know that's the usual trap people fall into. I'll try to find something about that later on. Oh, we got a glitch here, but we are back. I didn't turn off the transponder, so I'll just click it here. So I just click the mode Charlie here so that it's actually off, not showing up for the HC. And we can have a look around. It seems the scenery didn't load for some reason. I think I added it before the flight today, but never mind. There we go. There's that zombie. Over there. We can take some screenshots. I hope. How do we go about that? I think that looks about right. So let's take it. How are we doing time-wise? 1:40. I'm feeling exhausted already. Right, so we need to plan the flight back. We'll start with the Volanta. Oh, actually, we can go and review the flight here. Doesn't look like much, but that's what we did. Now we can follow the little plane here and review everything. It's actually pretty nice to have this timeline here. Maybe that's easier to follow when there's a huge mess of holdings and whatnot, then you can actually see what the plane has been doing. Okay, let's check the situation. So let's have a look at the VATSIM. Right, we still have tower here and here. Also have the approach, but I think we can go back to Poznan, give them some traffic since these are not the most popular cities to fly to. So let's set up our way back. Right, add flight plan here. I'll just put the text routes. So now the top overlay is showing correctly. We just have a dummy route here. This is subject to change and we need to plan that here. So unloads, new flight, select origin, Whiskey Romeo. Destination Papa Oscar. So just doing our way back. Runway 29er. Departure. Well, there's not much to choose from, so we'll go Xidna again. That's Xidna 1 kilo. Then arrival, runway 28 again, and arrival to the... Should have some Xidna here. Where are you? Where are you actually? Oh no. No Xidna arrival for us. What do we do? The shortest one is here via Nilpu, so we can just do that with a direct. There's no better option really for us. So Nilpu 1 Mike. Approach LS runway 28. Right, that's the plan. Now we can go and file this on VATSIM. So I'll take the departure arrival, copy that, and we can change our plan on VATSIM. So we go flight plan here. I will just paste that here. So I've got that ready. Now we need to change our departure, our arrival, and alternate with Romeo. Right, it's now 14:43. I think we'll take 15-20 minutes to be ready to go. So I'll put 15:10. No, that's too much. 15:05. $45 minutes again for our fuel. 160, 9000 /Golf, Xidna 1 kilo, Xidna direct Nilpu, Nilpu 1 Mike. No remarks, send receive. File that. I'll always go and open check that again. IFR, APWR, EPPO, APWR 1505045 400 160 9000 /Golf, Xidna kilo, Xidna direct Nilpu. Nilpu 1 Mike. Need to do some stuff, but we'll be lurking. Cool. Thank you for flying along that zombie. Super enjoyed this. Thank you. Enjoy the lurk. Right, so that's okay. That's filed. Which means we're basically ready to go. So we'll check the 80s, get everything ready, put in the route, call for clearance. Maybe we can call for clearance earlier. I still want to check about this clearance for arrival. It's still bugging me, so I will try to check that. I think it's a common pain point on VATSIM, and some high fault trap do that as well. So there's one here, but it's a long read from the bolt method. But this has decent via, so that's not what we were given. We were just cleared arrival. I think what happens realistically that we are usually cleared arrival and given the descent altitude in the same call from the ATC, and then there is zero room for confusion. Since you're cleared for the arrival, there's a good chance you'll want to descend anyway. Alright, I think I'll need to find some better material. Right, I'll do reading later. Let's get ready for the flight. So we have the 80s here. Just check how long I've been online. Oh, almost 2 hours. Oh, so we better get the clearance earlier. Right, here's the 80s and the information Papa 1430 expert uniform arrivals, ILS runway 29er, departures runway 29er, transfer level 80, wind 300 at 12, Cavo, temperature 22, dew point 11, QNH 1025, for clearance contact 12025. So we have information Papa. Papa and QNH 1025. Right, jump in the plane and start it up again. So batteries on, lights are off, avionics on. We need to start up first and then we can get the clearance since our battery is running dry pretty fast here for whatever reason. Nav light on. Stand for 5 and we will request startup. Wrocław Tower, Sierra Papa Uniform Lima Charlie, hello again, stand for 5, request startup.
Sierra Lima Charlie, good afternoon, Wrocław Tower, hello again, startup is approved, QNH 105.
Startup approved, QNH 105, Sierra Lima Charlie. Alright, so we can start and then we'll ask for the clearance. My priority is here is to keep the battery safe. QNH 105 here and 105 here. Get that to prime, mixture reach. Step on the brake. I will cycle the parking brake. Clear prop and start. Right, engines running, alternators on. And we are good here. And we are ready to copy clearance. To Poznan. Information Papa. Alright. Ready to copy clearance to Poznan. Information Papa. Sierra Lima Charlie.
Sierra Lima Charlie, information Papa is correct, and I'm just over the coordinating your clearance with the radar. And if you want to fly IFR flight to Poznan, you should fly above flight level 905. So I can suggest you flight level 100.
Understood. We'll correct that in the flight plan. Sierra Lima Charlie. So
if you are able to fly at flight level 100, I can change it for you.
we can accept 100 Sierra Lima Charlie.
Sierra Lima Charlie, Roger, I have changed it for you with your new flight level 100. You are cleared to your destination Poznan, departure out of runway 29 via Xidna 1 kilo departure. Initially climb 6,000 feet and scope 1,000. Information Papa is correct.
Cleared Poznan, departure runway 29er, Xidna 1 kilo departure, initially climb 6000, squawk 1000 Sierra Lima Charlie, and thank you for correcting.
Sierra Lima Charlie, no problem, readback is correct, advice is ready for taxi.
We'll call you at the taxi Sierra Lima Charlie. So my bad here, I forgot to change flight level since we are now flying west direction. So we are all good here. Right, now I need to put everything in, so 6000, 1000, that's what I need to put first, I don't forget that, since we have been clear. So 6000 on the altitude, just change the CDA to GPS and transponder standby code 1000. Alright, back here, I don't like the flight plan here, let's get a new flight plan and... Alright, origin, Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo, so I'm getting faster and faster at this, but it's still taking a long time. Runway 29er, enter, en route, and we have Xidna. Next. Nilpu. Alright, destination Echo Papa Papa Oscar. And we do expect runway 28. So that's in, enter. Okay, so that's actually... Oh, now we need the departure, so procedure, select departure. Oh no, it got the wrong one. Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo. Xidna 1 kilo. Just double check, yep, that's what I've got in the notes. 29er, 902, 903, got Xidna. I'll verify this, load this first. (902, 903, got Xidna). Alright, that looks okay. 901, 6000 at 902. Oh. We'll see if we manage to climb there. 100 at 903 and we continue at 900. Just for information, I'm closing 1500. Right, so we better get taxi. Thanks for the heads up. Right, taxi, Sierra Lima Charlie.
Sierra Lima Charlie, taxi Echo Delta to calling to runway 29er, advice ready for departure.
Taxi Delta Echo holding point 29er will call you ready for departure. Sierra Lima Charlie. Right, Echo Delta. So I think I got the wrong order in callback there. So Echo Delta 29er. Right, landing lights on, parking brake released. Let's go. So since we don't have that much time, I will try to rush this a bit. Just synchronize my heading with the runway heading here. That's looking good. 105. Alright, and I'll get the transponder as well so we do not forget later. Hold here, back. I'll check the V-pilot quickly. Showing mode Charlie, so we are good here. Now that's a fast taxi.
Wrocław Tower, Sierra Papa Mike
Plus 50%.
Sierra Papa Mike Tango, to dzień dobry Wrocław, wierzę, budowajcie.
Fuel bust
Sierra
on.
Papa Mike Tango VFR flight from Poznań to Wrocław. Currently 5 minutes approaching Zulu point from north with the intention to land in Wrocław and then taxi to general aviation area.
Sierra Golf Tango, Roger. Actually, Wrocław Tower is closed in approximately 5 minutes, so I will don't cover you the ATC. So continue at Unicom and have a survey.
Roger. Sierra Papa Mike Tango.
Sierra Lima Charlie, wind is 300 degrees and 12 knots, runway 29, you are cleared for takeoff. After departure, contact the radar, frequency 125.45 and have a slow bye, ciao.
Clear for takeoff, runway 29, after departure, contact 125.450. Thank you, Tomiego, Sierra Lima Charlie.
Miłego.
Alright.
Wrocław Tower, Sierra Papa Mike Tango.
Here's the runway.
Crossing, instead of Wrocław Strachowice, I will change my flight plan and I will land at Wrocław Szymanów. Sierra Papa Mike Tango.
Sierra Golf Tango,
two-niner here.
aktualnie mamy event do 17 w lokalu, więc za 4 minutki wszyscy myślę, że zamkną. Przynajmniej duża większość, więc no na Unicomie to wiecie, to już tam jak sobie.
Not heading back checked, let's go.
To lecimy. Sierra Papa Mike Tango.
Miłego.
Full throttle, engine instruments in the green, airspeed alive, here's rotation. That's a bit rough, accelerate slowly to the VY. Right, 100.
All stations, Wrocław Tower is closing. Switch monitor Unicom, frequency 122 do wszystkich stacji Wrocław, do zamykam, zapraszam.
And we switch to radar. Right, 200 feet, reduce power,
Charlie Golf,
flaps
monitor Unicom
up,
122 to simulate, bye-bye.
landing lights off.
Unicom, Ryanair 18 Charlie Golf, thank you, bye-bye.
Eurowings 1 Alpha Sierra, monitor Unicom 122 to simulate, bye-bye.
Unicom, bye-bye.
Air France 66 Kilo Yankee, monitor Unicom
Flight
122 to
director.
simulate, bye-bye.
Unicom, bye-bye.
Wizard 58 Zulu Yankee, monitor Unicom
Now
122 to simulate, bye-bye.
Vertical speed mode,
dzięki, cześć, Wizard
autopilot on.
Ryanair 60 Romeo Foxtrot, monitor Unicom 122 to simulate, bye-bye.
After Unicom, Ryanair 60 Romeo Foxtrot, have a good
I
evening.
think they're just closing.
All other stations, monitor Unicom 122 to simulate, Warszawa is closing. Do wszystkich stacji monitoruj się Unicom 128, Warszawa radar zamyka, dziękuję.
Alright, thank you, radar. 1228. Oh no, so we're back on Unicom. At least we got the departure with the tower. Right, let's complete this flight. 1228 it is. Right, I think we'll just continue on the departure. We should be good to go. There's the other traffic. I think that might be the one that we heard on the frequency. So he said he will be landing on maybe different airfield. He was a bit undecided at the time. What's up with the starters? It was running so smooth for a while. So that's the Papa Whiskey Romeo saying bye bye. And we're going back to Poznań. Full stop. How's Ten doing? He's still flying, so he's alive. I'm trying to have some look at the city. We do see the power plant and the airport there. Yeah, let's take a screenshot here. Still missing the skyscraper, which is humongous. I think we also need the P to hit, so let's get that on. Other than that, we are doing good, so we're climbing 6000. Since there's no further ATC, I can get this up to flight level 100. and transfer altitude is 6,500. That's when we'll change the QNH to standard. Add the power again. I think I'll just put it to full. It will slowly go down as we climb. Any questions, let me know. I'm trying to answer those of my abilities. I'm super upset about us busting the clearance. They're descending without the decent clearance. Anyhow, try to remember that. Right, throttle is at full. How are we doing here? I'll synchronize the heading. Crossing 5,000. Also, I need to watch my vertical speed so we don't bleed off the airspeed all too much like the last time. That was a bit unpleasant. Oh, there's actually the ES climb mode, so I will do that. Let's keep the ES and so indicated airspeed. I think we can climb, but what? Actually, we can do the VY climb. That should be great. It's gonna keep the airspeed for us and not stall us. That's gonna work great. Oh, there we go. That's the VY here. There we go. If you go into the ES mode, initially the bike is at whatever speed you have at the time, so you need to manually change it or it will simply not climb, which can catch you by surprise. Well, let's get the air flowing here, put this at 2 and get the cool one. Right, so now we're at the VY, so that should be our best climb speed. So highest vertical speed possible. Passing 7,000, so we're above the transfer altitude. 1013. So that changed as well here on the backup. Interesting. Right, why not? I think we can switch the tanks, so let's go on the right tank. Oh no, I forgot the fuel bust again. Fuel bust on, right tank, fuel bust off. Throttle is full, but we are only 70% of the power. We are at VY 101 knots and we are still keeping 1000 feet per minute climb and crossing 8,000 in a moment. I wonder if there's any VATSIM traffic, so let's have a look here. Oh no, they all closed now. So that's us. There's someone high above. This small traffic that's landing. We just heard the call. And pretty much no one else there. So anyway, good thing we managed to fly during the event when there was so much HC. But well, now it's off. Badge. So do we do some next flight or not? I'll see about the timing, but oh, the US is sleeping as well. And there is the Caribbean overload event here, but that's way later during the night for myself. and quite a few planes still flying there. I wonder if they didn't know that the event will end and plan something, and now are left without the ATC. It's pretty possible. Right, here the event is tomorrow. I made a note of when the events are, so I can have a look at that as well. There you go, so here's my notes. Actually, I should be able to see. So there's a ton happening on Monday. I only noted the ones that I can actually attend because of the time zones. And as the aircrafts go, we're at 40% power. 1-1 still, and we're closing in on flight level 100. That climb here is not very satisfactory, so I think Cirrus can go way higher than that. On Monday there's Copenhagen, Düsseldorf, Hungary, Bergen and Nuremberg. Basically a good part of Germany, Copenhagen and Hungary. Then on Tuesday there's Berlin, Wednesday is Czech, Austria, Munich. I have a mix of German and English name here. Let's correct that. Then Thursday there's Dubai and Helsinki, Friday Bucharest, nothing on Saturday that I could find. And on Sunday there's Stuttgart, Hanover and Havana. So Germany is going strong in these events. Also the Copenhagen is quite a popular one. Other than that, I'm still not sure how to plan the flights, being sure there will be some coverage, and they are all in the evening for myself. So I may start flying some tubes off stream, or maybe stream that but without the camera, so I don't need to spend so much time preparing the stream. That might be some idea as well. We'll see about that. Right, back to the Cirrus. So we are now in the altitude mode, the heading, the speed back is off. We are on Unicom, there's no one here. Also the range limit is 5 miles, I think. And we are now inbound Whiskey Romeo 903. True airspeed 125. Are we even accelerating? Super slow. So I think something is off here with the turbocharged simulation. This it would normally fly like 160 knots true airspeed, no problem. And we're only 1000 foot higher than previously, and we struggle to accelerate. Right, can we check the estimated time at certain air waypoints here? That's something I need to figure out. I go to flight plan and let's hover over some point. There's Xitna here. Now, do we get our ETA at this waypoint? Check the menu. Only activate leg, collect airways, hold at waypoint, delete, invert, remove. So no, there's also a few that are not available since they are not implemented. Or maybe it's just not the correct place to call those options. that's not here, it would be super nice to see the estimate from the Garmin. Just knows where we'll be at the next waypoint. Nothing here in the menu. I can also cycle the pages, so that's something you cannot forget about but it has the pages just like the old Garmin's. There's map, there's traffic map, weather map. We'll stay with navigation, then there is waypoint information with airport intersection and the BVR. Auxiliary, so there's a ton of information here, plus we can change the alert settings. Lightland page and the nearest page. Right, so I don't see any way to see the ETAs from Garmin. Oh, it looks like the radar is back. We may try calling them. Oh, it's above flight level 245, so that's not for us. I see. We're just on our merry way. So now inbound Gatpo, then inbound Xidna Nilpo to the approach, and we have arrived. Still to come. I wonder why the US is sleeping. Maybe it's just day when everyone's having fun, not bothering about the VATSIM all too much, because there's been quite a few controllers here yesterday, not so much today. And 10 is flying still like a madman. Else is here. There's Brazil, so that's nice. Country is that. Right, and we have the Hawaii. That's pretty cool. Only been around for 1 hour, so I wonder how long the controllers usually stay on a shift on VATSIM. It's been around for 1 hour, so when we are ready to fly here, it will be 2 hours for him, so he might just as well go off at that point. Anyway, Honolulu is a super cool location to fly in, and departing from this runway for the GA. It's a bit fun since we're going straight in the mountains and need to turn right away. Oh, and there's Anchorage as well, so there's center here at Alaska. Also 1 hour in. Pretty cool. Alaska and Hawaii are definitely cool destinations to fly in. If you have any way to know when the VATSIM controllers are available, so you can plan ahead and make sure you have the coverage, please let me know. I am still struggling with that. There's also the Pilot Edge, which I am willing to try at some point. And they have the full coverage, but it starts a bit later, so it starts at 5 PM Pacific time, I think. Which I'm not sure which it is at the moment, so I'm still willing to get a subscription there and try flying there. You can check the meter. I'm super worried about them going to the new version. The new version looks totally different. So if you go here, just select the last 2 hours. Let's see how this works. So it's way less readable for me, and it's all in this tiny box. So I don't really like that. I actually prefer the old version since it's much readable. Even if you choose a long period, it will still take the full screen, not be in this tiny box. So I find this one much more readable. Right, how are we doing here in the little plane? 110 knots, 130 knots true air speed. So I'm super surprised that we are 1000 feet higher and we are basically 30 knots slower, which is outrageous. We should actually be slightly faster. This plane can go up to like flight level 160 or so, I think, no problem. Maybe the realism mode just fixes this. I will try to get it for the future. But so far I think I feel happy with the Cirrus, so we can go over to the next plane and struggle again. That's what I do. Never get comfortable with a plane, just move to a new one and struggle. Not too much in the landscape department, we are leaving the mountains behind. There's the one sticking out, close to our departure airport, and there's more covered there in the clouds. I still wonder what's up with the snow. Definitely shouldn't be here at this point of time of year. And we see the road under construction. That's actually interesting that it popped up like this from the satellite picture. I think the road has already been completed at this point, so maybe in flights in 2024 we'll get the updated version and we'll get the completed road, who knows. Do we have the city names here? I don't think so. So I'll close that, I'll open the flight plan here so we just see what's coming up next. We can scroll down. Oh, actually we can select the arrival. So procedure, select arrival. That was nil to 1 mic, if I remember correctly. Let me verify that. Nil to 1 mic. Enter, load that. Procedure again, select approach. ILS. Actually, since there's no controller, we can just go via RNAV, LPV. Haven't done that in the Cirrus yet, so that's gonna be great. Via NUNB, let's check that. Yeah, we'll go via NUNB. Minima Baro, and let's check the minima. Oh, so I need to change that here. RNAV to 8. Right, category Alpha 496. So the closest up is 500, that's what I'll select. 500, there we go. Enter, load that. Okay. I don't like this blinking, so I just hit the button and it's not blinking anymore. Makes me happy. And we can go to the flight plan and verify that everything is reading okay there. So, Nilpu, Papa Oscar 731, Old Wolf Rekra 704, 703, NUNB. And checking here. Nilpu 731, Old Wolf Rekra 704, 703, NUNB. Okay, that matches up. I'll just verify the points and then we'll brief that. Noon B72, 701, runway 28, 711, 712, 707. And here I can just look to the side and verify that. So noon B702, 701, 28, 711, 712, 707. Perfect. So that matches up. No, I have been on mute again for quite a while. So I don't know when I loaded in the app arrival and approach. I verified the points. I went over the points here and altitudes here at the arrival. And now checking the approach. So here's the channel. 66602, which you can check in the real Garmin. You actually need to do that. Final approach course 283, final approach fix Papa Oscar 701 at 2800. LPV decision altitude refer to minimums. Airport elevation 308, MSA from airport 25 miles at 2300. Miss approach, climb straight ahead on 283 to Papa Oscar 711. Then left to Papa Oscar 712, then left to Papa Oscar 707, climbing 4000, then as directed. Okay. Plane just reached Sydney and is turning inbound Nilpu. The transition level by TC, so 80, transition altitude 6500, power of enough not authorized below -30, vertical path angles 3.5. Reach above 45 degrees Celsius, so not for us today. Papa Oscar 702 may be used for tactical vectoring, so this one. Alright, now the horizontal to vertical profile, noon be at 3000, then sent to Papa Oscar 702, 2800, Papa Oscar 701, final approach fix, and approach, final approach course 203. And we're going down to 496. Keep in mind there is this MD8 of 840 before 2.3 to runway threshold, and then MDA. Right. Touchdown cross height 50 feet, run elevation 288. Puppy on the right side. And the minima is for the LPV, so we need to look at the Garmin. If you're actually in LPV, the Garmin is having some clear indication whether we are in LPV or LNAV VNAV. It's also this restricted airspace is listed here, which is super nice, and there is military airport. And a note, do not mistake it, there has been a case of Sentry 7 landing at the military airbase instead of Poznań. They have the runway in pretty much the same direction. Right, as for the taxi, what we'll do is we'll most probably vacate here via Bravo, and we'll taxi Bravo Golf to the same stand where we started today. I will also bring up the stands so we have this handy. So we're aiming for stand number 2. Right, I'll keep the arrival chart up so I have this handy. Need to below flight level 130, then Papa Oscar 731 at or below 9000. So let's check the VNAV profile. We'll go to flight plan. And there's the VNAV profile, so it's looking a-okay. That's what I would expect. And we can descend initially. What do we do? Down to noon, be at 3000. So note that I need actual descent clearance before descending on the procedure. So if they just clear us for the procedure, I just follow it laterally and stay at the altitude. Otherwise they'll clear me, descend via, and actually give me some altitude. Or say descend via and give some point, and that's where we set up the descent. Seven minutes to go until top of descent. Right, Garmin is pretty handy here actually. I'm still super missing the ATAs at each and every waypoint, so I'm not sure if there's a way to bring this up here in Garmin. Unless have the iPad and Garmin Pilot and sync that. So they have the same information, and then most probably you'll have all the information you want for the 4th flight like Jesus. Still wonder if there's anyone using the Garmin Pilot. It's pretty cool, but 4th flight seems to be a bit better, especially in the US. So I think more people are using the 4th flights. I wonder what's up with 10 flying so long today. I think we may end up raiding him. How long have we been streaming already? 2.5 hours, so when we land it's gonna be like 3 hours. I think I'll call the day at this point. Feel pretty exhausted already for whatever reason. We can look around. Swing is looking pretty sleek. Right, great, only flatlands and Johnny flying there. And we've got the Enderman. No, sorry, it's Endermax. Oh no, ruins. Right, back to looking at the Garmin. Still 5 minutes until it reaches the TOD there. Right, get a sip of water. We're ready for the descent. Actually, we may do a shortcut, or let's better fly the whole procedure. We'll see this. We'll do shortcut next time. Also, whenever you get a shortcut, then your whole descent planning gets messed up. So you need to be ready for the shortcut in the first place. How are we doing here? 4 minutes to go. Perfect. Whenever I fly the real plane, I'm just looking around like no tomorrow. I super enjoy doing that. Is there any option on the Cirrus that I'm not familiar with yet? So the autopilot panel we are familiar with. We have tried every single option here actually. Except for the level, which is nice panic button on the Garmin. It will just turn on the autopilot for you and go straight on level. So that's super handy. Nice safety feature. We tried with the whole Audi panel. Heading course altitude selector. So that we know. There's FMS transponder ComNav. What? What's that controlling? I think this might be COM3, but then I'm not sure where it's showing up the actual frequency it's on. Since we do have COM3 over here at the radio panel. Right, inbound Papa score 731, still 3 minutes until TOD. If I bring up the menu here, alright, that's controlling the PFD. Okay. FMS transponder ComNav, push course 12. Oh, it's not even linked, so we can't use that. This is working, but it's not doing anything, I guess. Also, the outside air temperature is at 0 at the moment. And the range is controlling the map. Can I press it? Get the cursor? Yes, I can. That's pretty convenient, actually. Just control it from here, not reaching out over there. Except all the buttons here are not working. And push sync for the altitude. It doesn't work. Alright. CO detector. Can't open up that here. There are the audio ports for the headset for the passengers in the back. And that's pretty much it. So everything covered. On the flight stick we have autopilot disconnect, push to talk. Is that acting as trim as well? Or is it only push button for the autopilot? If not, where would the trim be in the first place? So I have a feeling this acts as a trim as well. Don't see it being animated. Alternate static port here. Oh, it's actually here on the side, and alternate air here. Right. I wonder why the pedals are not aligned. What's up with that? And a row of circuit breakers that we cannot operate. Right. Fair enough. TOD in half a minute, so I can dial down the altitude. And I decided 3000 since that's the end of the procedure here at 3000 at noon V. Right, ready to go. And we need to go VNAV path. Forget about that. So VNAV, V path is in the white, so I think we need to capture it now since we are late. We'll go vertical speed. Get it down, maybe 1500, and VNAV is alright. Now it captured. So now it should follow this advisory here. I need to monitor the throttle so we keep some reasonable speed. Right, to see the altitudes, I think maybe I'll just close it. I'll look at the altitudes on my chart, Navigraph. I'm looking here, Papa Oscar 731 below 9,000. I think it will just descend there. I'll try to keep true speed at 160 knots all the time. I'll see how well I manage to achieve that. We need to be rolling down the power every now and then. I'll get it to 45 now. And then after next 1000 feet, I'll adjust it again. I'll double check if there's anyone around on VATSIM, but I highly doubt it. So no one coming in and or out of Poznan, it's only us at this point. Okay. Passing 9,000, Papa Oscar 731, turning right inbound Allbooth. AC-10 is going strong today. I wonder how long he's gonna be flying still. So maybe we can go and pick up some more flights wherever we can find the ATC. I'll see about that once we land. Right, I haven't synced the core or the heading, so let's do that. Sync now. Right, want Allbooth at 8,000. So I can load the Navigraph here, but then it's a bit inconvenient. So whenever I move the view, it will get in the way, so I'm not fan of this. I would super like to have this as a tablet of sorts. Oh dear, let's move that for whatever reason. Now I can. So here's what I'm looking at, but whenever I rescale it, it goes a bit crazy. You know what, I think we'll keep it. That's actually pretty convenient to have here. Not super in the way. I think we can keep that, although whenever I zoom in, may be a bit of a problem. Can't find a good place for it. Alright, we are below 1,000. I forgot to reduce that power. So we are super fast now. Right, I'll go to idle for time being, and we need to switch to the QNH. I'll just hit the B so we get the QNH from the sim, so that's 1024. Seems about right. Right, speed is blink off. Navigraph is in the way here, so I'm not super happy about that. Right, we want Papa Oscar 704 at 6000. Oh, I cannot make it any shorter. So let's close it. I'm not a fan of having this in the way. Airspeed, we're at 120 knots, so that's fine. I try to keep this airspeed for time being. Let's guesstimate how far we are from the airport. That's 20... Where's the airport? Here. 25 miles. Well, just shy of 25 miles. Means I need to make some VATSIM calls. I wanted to guesstimate my position so we can let everyone know. Let's do that. Poznan traffic. Oh, it's me on the cam too as well. Poznan traffic, Sierra Papa Uniform Charlie, established final track, approach runway 28, 22 miles, Poznan. Right, turning final track, we are below 6000 now, inbound Oscar 703, where we want to be at 4500, and then we'll be at 3000. So far so good. Right, now the speed got up, so I'll try to get rid of that, reduce the power. But we still have a lot of place to go, so maybe we can go a bit faster. And there's someone else going here. I'm not sure if that's a VATSIM traffic or just SIM traffic. No, no one here on VATSIM, so I'm pretty sure that's just flight sim traffic. Oh, it's that zombie. Great to see you again. Welcome, welcome. Right, close the gain on Papa Oscar 703 at 4500. We've got that zombie incoming here from the left. You can see Antikas very close, but not able to make out anything here out the window. And I think we do see the city already. So there's one lake over here, here's the city, here's the power plant. There's another lake, and there's the runway where it's supposed to be, and another lake as well. And another lake. And another one. There's a ton of them here. Right, inbound non-beam, where we should be at 3000. So that's it. I'll switch to the approach chart. keep a view like that, so I see the vertical and horizontal profile. So afternoon view we descend 2800 for Papa Oscar 701 and intercept final approach track and glide path. It's 3 degrees, so the typical one. Except it's not ILS, it's the LPV, so hence it's in the dashed, I think. Which means I need to pre-select the altitude of 2800, so we can descend towards final approach point. Alt V is armed. Not sure what Alt V is. Alt V is. It might be the it's holding the altitude. Yeah, it's now here. So we are holding 3000. The altitude from the vertical guidance or whatever that's called in full. Now capturing the altitude and V path is armed. So as we pass Nunvi, it should continue the descent. Sorry, Papa Oscar 702. I think it's what it's gonna do. Just wait for the diamond and then start the descent. So it's not following what's depicted here, not descending and then capturing. It wants to keep at 3000 and then intercept that glide path. And will pass through the final approach fix in the descent, which seems to be more clever way to do it. So for that we'll arm the approach mode. So now the glide path is armed. I'll have a better view here so I can guesstimate our distance. So we're like 7.5 miles from the runway threshold. Now we're on the V path. Alright, alts and glide path. Perfect. The go around altitude was 4000, so I will go and pre-select that. Let's get ready. Landing light on, fuel boost on. We see the runway, we see the lakes, we see the city. We are getting there. Right, that's 7.5 miles, so I need to start slowing down. Throttle idle. Let this airspeed bleed off. I haven't synced the heading in quite a while, so that's a bummer. Now it's synced. Right, and we are in about the runway threshold, 6 miles. Perfect, we just need to monitor this 2.3 and make sure we are above 840, below 2.3 miles. And we are in the LPV, so that is super important indication here that we are in the LPV, not the LNAV VNAV. So you can actually use the LPV minima. And we'll make the call. Poznan traffic, Sierra Papa Uniform Lima Charlie. 5 mile final runway 28, Poznan. Right, speed check, flaps 50%. And we are just passing over the city. So there's the river here. There's the island. There's the main square somewhere over here, I believe. And a ton of stators. Railway station. Cool stuff. It's looking nice, but the stators are trivial. Right, I'll keep flaps 1. We'll just add some speed so we can fly, add some power so we can fly at this 90-95 knots. Right, I'll get in the view so we can land like that. Final check. Fuel pump on, flaps 50%, landing light on. Not much to check here really. I'm looking for that 2.3, make sure we are above 840 for that. Hey Rapunzel, welcome, how are you doing? We're just in the final approach to Poznan. And here's your shout out. How have you been? We had some HC before, they all logged off, so now we're on our own. What's up? Yeah, learning the Cirrus, it's a pretty straightforward aircraft to fly, so can recommend it for VATSIM. Super nice. Oh, guess we haven't switched the tank in a while, so we'll go to the left tank. Boom. Right. We passed 2.3, we're above 840, so that's okay. Runway's in sight, so we'll land. I'll keep that autopilot for... Actually, let's keep it as long as possible.
500.
And we've been streaming for 3 hours. Alright, not bad. I still wonder if we'll call it a day here or do another flight. I'm feeling pretty exhausted, so we'll better call it a day. And I should be able to do longer stream next time. Right, past the minima, we're still on autopilot, so I have the controls and we'll see how it's doing. Butter time, yeah, I hope. Never know here. Right, now it's going a bit odd. Right, disengage the autopilot. Get it into the ground effect. Oh, went a bit fast here. So idle. There's a bit of a crosswind from the right. We passed the taxiway I intended to vacate on. Boom, settle down like that. Not sure if you noticed, but what happens is it loses the lift and just sinks. So you're flying parallel to the runway and then at some point you start sinking. And that's where the landing rate comes from, not flaring it and whatnot. Thank you for the cheer. 100 BTs, thank you. So, flaps up, we'll vacate here. Whoa, another cheer. 400 BTs, 100 BTs, that's a total of 500. Thank you, Rapunzel. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying. Let's throw off. I'll just stop here, do the calls, clean up the aircraft, and then we'll continue taxiing. Poznan traffic, Sierra Papa Uniform Charlie, runway vacated, Poznan. So, to do the fuel pump off. Strobe is off, we'll keep the landing light. This is super triggering me, so I'll just go to the flight plan and clear it. Boom. Right, fly director off, so this is not in the way, and we're good to taxi. So the landing, oh, just the end of the touchdown zone, amazing, and it's past the Bravo. That's super far. Not so fast with taxi. I'll show you how we'll taxi. And there's that zombie. Cool stuff. So here's the airport diagram. We've vacated here via Sierra, sharp turn to Delta 2, and we'll go Bravo Golf and go to the stand 2 where we started today. Alright, I feel pretty exhausted already, so we'll call it a day here. Just this long taxi, and there's the zombie landing there. I don't remember if that's a Bonanza or if that's the Kinger. I think that's the Bonanza. "25 knots on the taxi. So happy I got to tune into the stream. Yay, welcome. I've been off for basically the whole summer, just did few streams. It's been crazy warm here. I just cannot think in those temperatures. So glad to be back, glad to see you again. I think we will be streaming a bit more, although I probably will stick with the weekends, since it's a bit too much of a struggle to that for me during the weekdays. Right, so here right onto Bravo, we'll go in front of the terminal. Slow down for the turn. Here's the main terminal where all the Ryanair's and whatnot go from. And there is a bit of a bump here. So you see that it goes down and then up again, and when you taxi here, there is a bit of a bump, so I do like to slow down here. Now left onto Golf. Bye to the terminal. Then there's cargo area here, and the flight school is over there, together with the GA apron. But the stutters, terrible. And I do want to find this stand number 2. I think what you can do is go all the way back and then go into stand 2 from behind. Or alternatively, we can do a zigzag here to the right. Not super comfortable about that, so we'll go all the way back to the end and go to stand number 2 from behind. Is that the last one already? No, that's the last one here. So it says this one goes to the stand 1, but we want to go stand 2, which is somewhere else. There will be a dot here. Oh, that dot is stand number 2, so that's where I want to go. Alright, we about did it. Perfect. So I'll stand here, parking brake set. Video it off, I forgot that, landing light off. I think we are good to shut down, so avionics off, alternators off. Yeah, so shutting down avionics, shut down the COM1 as well, which shouldn't be the case. The COM1 and NAV1 are driven from this unit, so this should be up at all times. Mixture cut off. Sim is not doing its stuff. Ignition off, nav lights off, and batteries off. And just like that. Oh, one thing I forgot. Do it properly this time. The transponder, I absolutely forgot about it. Transponder standby. Now we can get the batteries off. Right, that's us. Arrived. I will wait for that zombie. I think you are still here. Oh, here you are. And the Bonanza is looking a bit funny here. I'm not sure if I can find any good angle for us. I like to have 2 planes and not make it look absolutely hilarious, but I don't think that's possible. Since you're probably on default scenery, I have different scenery. That's what I end up with. So how do we do this? I don't know. I think that's the best I can get. So I'll get the guitar out, the bass out, play the outro for you, and we'll go for the raid. I feel pretty exhausted, so it's a good idea to call it a day. Before I do that, I do need to disconnect from VATSIM, so we're not taking the spot there. So let's do that. VATSIM, where are you? Here, disconnect. Full flying today. So that's off. Let me get the guitar out and I'll play it for you. So back in a sec. Alright, the guitar steps up and running. You can unmute the guitar, kill the music, and try to get the drums running. It works. Here we go. No, I butchered the strings there. We need to redo that. It's not working. Let's try again. So it's super short looking that, but it worked. Hey! Alright, well, you're doing the bass. Yeah, I absolutely love the bass. But I need the guitar and the drums as well, so it sounds decent, but the bass is the name of the game. Anyhow, thank you for flying along, thank you for stopping by today. It's been pretty fun. We did the IFR in Poland, finally. Just had one problem with my flying, with the clearance for descent. Other than that, we have been doing great. Thank you for stopping by. That Zombie, thank you for the reset today. Sky Command, thank you for the beats. And Tropenza, thank you for the beats as well. 100 from Sky Command, 500 from Penza. Whoa, thank you, thank you. Great to see you again. We'll be flying again soon. I'm thinking about the weekend. May or may not be during the week time. I still need to think how to do this, so it doesn't take too much of my effort. But definitely we'll have 2 more streams in September. So I'll let them know in the Discord. If you don't know, you can always join. And I'll see you there. So I'll go to the end scene and we'll go for the raid. We'll raid 10 minutes until landing. He's just landing. So I'll see you there. Without the hypes, it's gonna be fun. So here are the hypes. Here's the raid message. The other one, right. Again, thank you for stopping by, thank you for flying along. It's been great. I'll see you next time. Bye bye bye.